Hi and welcome to a demo video on how to access EXAR, right? So in this video, I'm going to quickly show how and what are the different ways to access our application, and I'm going to explain all of the features that are present in the application for a student login, right? So if you come to this video, then either you have received a letter, a PDF or a presentation on why we do what we do, right? So I'm not going to explain all of these things in this video. I'm going to stick to how exactly to access our application. So the first and the easiest way is you can just you're going to have a link here, and it says link to our application. You just click it and it opens the link to our application, right? Which is, you can type it manually, just saying app.exar.fit, or when you click there, you already come to this application, right? The other way to access our application is you can go to our website, just exar.fit, and then you will have an option in the website itself to log in, right? So you can directly come here and hit login, and then it still leads you to the same place, right? So once you're here, you just have to hit the login button. Then it asks you for an email and a password, right? So if your school and class is logged in, which is why you would have gotten this email or you would have gotten this letter and everything, you would have received an email which gives you your login address and a password, or you would also have this email and password. If you haven't received this email, please check your spam. It might be in your spam, or some schools or your school might have all of the information in an Excel sheet which could have been provided to you. So in either way, if you haven't received it in your email, please check it in the spam. If it's not even there in the spam, then you can always go back to your concerned teacher who's assigned to this, to give you your login details, your login ID, your email and password, or your login ID and password, right? So coming back to the application, you just come here and type the login details and the password. I'm going to use a test account, which I'm going to show here. So the first time when you're typing a password, it asks you an option to reset your password, in the sense, give a new password, right? You can give a password of your choice, and then you can always save the password in your Google account, or once you log in, it stays logged in. Our application stays logged in until and unless you log out of the application. Then once you log out, it'll ask you to log in again. So this is the dashboard of the student login. So once you log in, you see how many workouts you've completed, how many sweat points you've earned, which is a point based on how many exercises you have done correctly, and then which is EXAR coins, which is based on the consistency with which you have done the exercises, right? So here just gives a calendar of showing which day today is, and there is a simple place where today's session can be found, which explains what is the session for today, the difficulty level, intensity, and the type of the workout, and starts at a specific time. So these applications, or this today's session, starts at a slot of 30 minutes. It starts every 30 minutes, so it starts from 12 a.m. till 11 p.m. whatever time you want to choose. You can always start it, but it starts at a specific time slot, which is at 4 p.m, then again at 4:30 p.m, then again 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. Here we use the 24-hour clock so that it's not confusing. So we just say 1600, which is 4 p.m, and then the next session would be at 4:30 p.m, right? So I'm just going to go through the other sections and then hit join button. So this is the progress of how much sweat points you have earned through these days, right? And then you can also go to your detailed progress section, where you can just say which is your rank in your class. So whatever you see in this top 3 this week is top 3 from your class. You can just hit find me to find where you stand in your class with the number of sweat points that you earned. This is the same thing that is available here too. Rank. Your health index, your height and weight will be tracked every 3 months or 6 months, and then put in here so that you can see what's been the progress of this thing. And yeah, here's the date and today's sweat points that have been earned. Every day the exercise is not completed will be in red. Whenever the exercise is completed, this turns green, right? You have the exercise running from Monday through Friday. You can also access the Friday's exercise on Saturday and Sunday if you need it, but it's not mandatory. You can go to the calendar. So here you can click on the calendar and see what is today's session. So today's session on 10th is this, and tomorrow's session since this is a demo account, we haven't assigned any tomorrow session, so there is no tomorrow session, but usually you will have a week session in this. You can just go on that day, and when you see 11th, on that day it shows what is today's session and what the tomorrow session will be on the 12th, right? So that's how this is. And this is another way how to access the application. So there is a chat option. So in this chat option, you can chat with the teacher. You cannot chat with any of your classmates, but only with the teacher. You can ask them any doubts based on the exercises. You can always chat with your teacher here, right here. And then there's also today's highlight. If you have completed the exercise, it says how long, what's the duration that you have completed, what are the sweat points that you have earned, what are the maximum sweat points, and what is the maximum duration currently, because I've not done a session today, and also what is today's session's details, right? And then you go to the profile section. In this profile section is quite simple. You just have a specific goal set by your school or set by your class, set by your PE teacher or so on, and then there's settings where you can create your own avatar, right? So you can just hit create your own avatar, and this is a fun avatar that you can create of yourself. There are a couple of ways to do this. So the quickest way is, always choose half body, because we don't use any full body. It doesn't make any sense here. So choose the body type you want, masculine, feminine. I'm just going to say don't specify. You can always choose to upload, take a photo, or upload a picture, or also continue without the photo with our editor itself. You can choose whatever is here, and then you can hit next, and yes, almost your avatar will get ready. This is a fun way to have your own avatar engaging with other classmates. You can change the attributes that you want to put. You can always have it, and then when you hit next, it's just going to go ahead and save it, right? So once it's there, you can also use this avatar to anywhere. You can, if you're using playing a game called Roblox, or if you're using any D2 motion, and all of these applications also support this avatar, right? You can use this identity everywhere you want, right? So now I'm going to go home, and then I've explained pretty much all of the features. You just have to hit the join button, and once you hit the join button, so please make sure that you join a couple of minutes early before the session starts. If it starts 4 p.m., which is 1600, come at 3:58 p.m. so that you join exactly when the session starts, right? So as soon as you come here and click join, this is how it's going to look. When you're joining for the first time, you get an option for camera permissions. Currently I've given already camera permissions. There'll come an option, and just hit allow, so that we can monitor you, or your PE teacher can monitor you while you do the exercise and after you do the exercise, so they can give you very good inputs basically. So if you don't do this thing, then your sweat points won't increase. Then there'll be a situation where the teacher might think that you have not actually done the exercise, right? So once you have finished the exercise, you can just hit exit, and then you see what is your current rank, your duration that you have completed, the sweat points that you have earned, and all of these things, and just go back to home. And the simplest way is just keep it this way so that it stays logged in. Whenever you just hit app.exar.fit, it directly comes to this dashboard, your dashboard. If not, you want to just make sure that you want to log out, you can just hit the option log out here, and then you're out of the session, right? So this completes the whole application and all of the features. Always feel free, if there is any problem with this thing, always go back to the presentation or go back to the letter or the PDF. There is an email address and a phone number given to you. If you have any questions based on how you have to access this application and everything, please come here and contact this person, and we will be more than happy to explain or give you any solutions to these things, right? So this completes our demo for the application. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you do everyday physical activities, and I hope you become healthier, stronger, fitter, and happier, right? Thank you for watching this video.